Well, there we are. Hmm. Oh, oh dear. Ah. Oh. Mm. Phew. Hello, Yellowstone Aquatics. How are you? Yellowstone Aquatics. In the sites. See if I can. Ready? Mary is on her way over, I think. She called me this morning. There she is. The link is in StreamYard, absolutely. I can post it, matter of fact. There we go. Oh. Yellowstone, where are you located? Well, there it is. It's right there. I just put it up. 3G. Hello, hello. Oh, dear. Hey, mercy. Oh, I feel itchy this morning. Wyoming, Yellowstone. Okay. Okay, I get it. I'm a little slow on the uptake. Well, I have a rotten aquarium. I haven't had one in a good while, but I got one now. Let's see if I can free my camera up here to be able to. What in the world am I tangled up into? Lord. Tangled up into everything. Good grief. Shoot. Hi there. Mercy. I got 4 things here, and every one of them I'm tangled up into. Well, I guess they got it. Well, that's interesting.
Morning, everybody.
The clock went off.
Yeah, tell us about this aquarium.
Oh, yeah, well.
Oh yeah, well.
There. Um, I decided the other night to put heaters on my tanks.
Uh-huh.
So I
Oh yeah, I saw your video.
dug them out of storage, and I had one of my fanciest one, the digital one, that has a broken control switch. Just broke
Okay,
off.
yeah.
So I stuck a screwdriver down it and turned it, and I turned it all the way to permanently on.
Oh
So
no.
I got up the next morning and was sticking my hand in all the tanks to check the temperature, and about burned the skin off of this one.
Oh my goodness.
It
They
was
are dangerous. You gotta
astounding.
be,
Yeah, really. It was
oh my goodness,
easily
Brother Fish.
125.
And you know he
Prob-
is a trained professional, so if it happened to him, don't do it at home.
Really. Well, it
Oh,
was just stupidity. Stupidity is what does it every time. So
yeah.
anyway, there it is. I decided I pulled the plants out, and I think I had a couple I really wanted. Had a nice large sword, Amazon sword, and a couple of octopus sprigs. That's about all that
Yeah.
was in there. Fortunately, I put it in that tank that had the fewest fish in it of all. Any of the other tanks would have been a genuine catastrophe. It was bad, but it wasn't because all but one of my female crown tails.
Yeah. Have you
And
had babies? You got
no,
spawns going on yet?
well, I think I do actually. I think they have spawned in uh, in the 30 30 long. God, I'm knocking everything on the floor. I think they've spawned in here. I gotta get in there and root around and check, but well, maybe not. He's near it and away from it. He's back and forth, so I don't know what's going on. I may
Yeah.
need to set up another pair in there. Um, he's certainly been interested, and he's built a nest, and
Hmm.
I think it's tried to spawn. Whether they have or not, I don't know. Anyway, the that's where I have the Valente gouramis. Do you remember about 6 months ago I did a video showing Valente gouramis
Yes.
hovering hovering below a pair of bettas that were spawning.
Yes.
And as the bettas released the eggs, you could see them. The Valentes were down there
They're
smacking,
waiting.
and they
They
got
said
every one of them.
caviar.
It really, they got every single one.
Oh
Well,
no.
that's what was happening here. So I thought it was curious. It was not simply an advantageous situation. It was apparently something that occurs in the wild. What I found particularly interesting is that at that stage, the male was not chasing them away. He is now, which leads me to believe that there are babies in there. So I know that.
Yeah, they could be hiding in all those plants and everything. I haven't even
Yeah,
seen my
and
life.
they're microscopic at this stage. I mean, you really can't
Oh
see them
yeah.
until they're about a week old, and then they begin to appear. So we'll see. I don't know. What I will do
Right.
is take this pair out probably and put another pair in. Um, I've got a bunch of. Well, you saw all my males. We went through all
Hmm.
those the other day, and they're okay. I didn't lose them. I
Oh, that's
lost
good.
one dragon scale male crown tail and three females. I ordered 6. 2 came in DOA. I pulled one out to spawn with this guy. This is the other dragon scale. And then lost those. So
Oh
whatever.
no. Good morning,
Like I said,
Natalie.
it
Chick of the
could have been worse. There we are.
Yeah.
Could
Let's
have
see.
been
There's
worse.
Lori.
Oh
Lori,
my.
Mermaid's Chorus. TJ.
Chicken
Yellowstone.
of
You
the
said
sea.
Yellowstone. Of course, 3G. Greg. We, it wouldn't be the same without Greg. And there's Lumpy Dog. Good morning. Merry Thanksgiving Eve to you.
Oh, Mermaid's Chorus. Lovey
So
dog.
do you have plans tomorrow for Thanksgiving?
I do. Yeah, I'm
My sound.
gonna be with some family.
Shoot, I'm losing my sound. Sorry.
Mm.
I'm not sure what we're doing yet. I'm not well. I'm cooking like side dishes, but I'm not like cooking this year. I think I think we're gonna go over to my middle dog, the one that lived here in Kentucky. We're gonna go over to her in-laws. They have a big like a picnic building out behind them, and we just have a big gathering.
Oh,
There
let
is
me know.
Bryn. Good morning, and Terry Shop Tank.
There's
Terry,
Trap
I've missed you.
there.
How are you? He's one
Monster
of my
Fish
favorites.
Gal, Snake Plissken, Brad
Lori,
Wood. Gotta say,
Nate.
what a crew.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Love seeing you guys. Sorry about last
good.
week. I guess you watched Sunday. I had a little bit of a whatever. I just hurt myself and couldn't move for
Yeah,
days. But I'm back up and going.
Grin smells like rosemary. Must have been
All
working on the
right.
turkey. Working
Yeah.
on the dressing, I guess.
Yes.
I need to
And
get a
rosemary's one of
rosemary
those things
book
you got to know how much to use. It's a very and otherwise you taste like pine cones.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I did that first time. I thought I'd make rosemary chicken. I think more the better, and I just covered that sucker in
Oh
rosemary.
well,
It
yeah.
was like, ooh,
It,
it was
uh,
terrible.
I know you can't hardly eat it.
No, I couldn't even
Chewing on
smell it.
pine
Like
cones.
it came to you, and you were like, ugh, what is
I
that?
know. Uh,
Thanks, Brian.
I've had a strange thing happen recently. Talking about cooking, I've suddenly started cooking um, and making tasty, desirable dishes,
Mm,
which is new.
okay. Yeah.
It took me
Tasty.
until I'm 82 to figure out how to cook something that was edible.
We need the cooking with Father Fish show, at
Oh my
dinner time.
God. No, we don't need that.
Yes, we do.
MFG,
You'd be
Monster Fish
great.
Elvis, making desserts today. That
Oh,
would be
yum. What you making, Lori? Yummy.
that would be
Cheese.
catastrophic.
Yeah. How have you been doing on
Oh
eating like desserts, Father Fish? Have you kind of cut out the carbs and sweets, or are they still
no,
calling your name?
it is awful. I'm on a new diabetic medication regimen, and my doctor is wanting me to be extremely careful about my
Yeah.
use of insulin, which I have never been. I mean,
Right.
I typically have done 40 units, well, more than that, 20, 40, 60. 60 units a day is I've been doing that for years
Yeah.
in 3 different 20-unit doses. She's got me down to half that.
Okay.
And my blood sugar has been consistently in the 300s.
Right.
And I've talked to her once, and she's still insisting that I stay down there around 30 units. So I'm
Right.
done. I'm going to go back to my 60 units. Instead of 15, I'm doing 20. I used to do 40 in the morning, 20 and 20. 20 long term, and then 20. Actually, it turns out it was also long term. 40 long term. That's if I had any blood sugar. If it was up
Yeah.
around 130, 140, 150 in the morning, then I did 40 units. Now she's got me on 15. And she says, don't worry, so long as you keep it below 200. It hadn't been below 200 once in weeks. So I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being frustrated about it. I'm just back
Yeah.
on this morning. I've done 30 units so far this morning. And I'm just going to keep doing it.
Right.
I need a
Hello,
Dexcom
fanatical.
C6 and an insulin pump. I tell you what happened, ma'am. I she put me on 70/30, which is I guess 30% short term, 70% long term. It's a mix insulin. So I went to Walmart. I bought two vials of 70/30. Cost 25 bucks a piece. And then I was talking to her, and she prescribed an R, I think it is, Novolent R, which is a fast acting. And at the same time, I was talking with my heart doctor, and he put in script for diuretic, a strong diuretic, because I was getting swelling in my legs. And then I had a third item that I was running out of that I thought I had called in. So I went in to pick all this stuff up. It was $160. And I thought, Jesus, 160 bucks. I figured, well, with it's three different meds. I didn't look in the bag. It was a sealed bag. Didn't look in the bag. I figured, well, here we go. So I paid it. About drained every dollar out of my account. Came home, looked in the bag. The script that I was running out of was not in there. There were two others in there, one of which was the diuretic. The other was an earlier script of um, a much weaker diuretic that I didn't need. And I told them I didn't want, but they put it in the bag anyway. And the third was this bottle of 70/30 insulin. I didn't even look. I figured it was the fast acting, the R. And then I looked at the ticket, and the diuretics were like $5 a piece. So this bottle of insulin, what I thought was fast acting, was $146. Mary has just pushed a button. $146. So I was disgusted with myself for not looking, not checking, threw it in the fridge, went back to it this morning, figured I'd start using it. I didn't know what it is. It's a vial of 70/30, which I paid $25 for at Walmart. And at the local drugstore, paid 146 for the same damn stuff.
My goodness. Mm-mm.
So I'm going to complain about that one.
Yeah.
Not that it isn't my fault, because it is. I didn't check. I didn't look to see what I was getting. I just said, give me what you got. It was being totally stupid. So it serves me right. But the price differential is so extreme that I
Yeah.
feel like I really have to say something. I mean, the same identical drug that I'm buying at Walmart under no prescription, over the counter, $25.
Yeah.
My drugstore under prescription, charges me 146.
That's awful.
Now explain that to
It's
me.
just,
I don't understand that at
yeah.
all.
That's like when you stay in the hospital, and they like use a thermometer, or they give you two Tylenols or something, and they'll charge you like $1,000 for two Tylenol. I mean, it's just not that much, but
I know.
it's that
I know.
ridiculous. It's
I
really
know.
that ridiculous.
Yeah, I
Oh
pay
boy,
out of
Terry.
pocket.
Yeah. Do you have Medicare or Medicaid, anything like that?
I have Medicare, but I don't have Part D. I don't have the
Yeah.
drug because it's
Yeah,
been
that's
very low. I mean, I've been spending well under $100 a month for years,
yeah,
and now it's up around 300, which is about the break-even point.
yeah.
So they
I
take,
know.
I don't know how much they take, 150 or something. I just applied for special help, I call it special help,
Yeah.
limited
That's what we're
income.
having trouble with. Finding that, like finding the people that either really have the supplemental insurance or help. Because Calvin's got that. He has to have knee surgery before the end of the year. So he's been approved by Medicare. Yeah, Medicare. And so he was supposed to have it done the other day, and he had a
Well,
fever and he
you've got
couldn't do
A
it.
and B. You have A and B then.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
doesn't get
so
any drugs. No,
that'll cover
yeah,
your hospital bill.
yeah. But like the medication and the
Oh,
other
I
stuff,
know.
like you said, vision, medication,
Well, the
dentist,
only
that
way
kind
to
of
do it,
stuff.
you got to do it now because the time limit runs out first of
Right.
January. So you got to do
That's
it
what
now.
the problem is.
Call Medicare. Spend half the day on the phone, and that's the
Right.
only way you can do it. I tried calling a local government service thing, and they're
Yeah.
all booked up. They said, "Well, we don't have any more openings for
Of course
helping
not.
people fill out the application. Openings for helping people fill out an application. You have to have you have to have an appointment with a group that has a limited number of appointments to help people fill out the application. I'm sorry, this doesn't make sense. It takes 15 minutes to help somebody fill out the application. I went through it online, did it.
Yeah.
Took me 15 minutes. You're going somewhere. Oh, God. Anyway, where
And
am I pitching? I'm in a bitchy mood all of a sudden.
oh no. Well,
I
I'm
know.
I'm the right one to take it out on.
Really. Well,
Just just
I'll
call
tell
me
you though, no,
Scapegoat Mary.
I'm not. I am probably emotionally in a better place than I've been for a very long time. The last few days, well, I'm dealing with a whole bunch of issues that are essentially technical issues that are relatively overwhelming.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm getting there. I actually figured out Zelle. I figured out how to get money out of one bank into another bank.
Oh wow.
And
I haven't figured that out.
it only took me a week to figure it out. Working
But
on
you
it every
figured it
day
out.
for a few hours, but I figured it out, right. I tried it. I went in, I did it, went to my new account, and the money was there. Whoa,
All right.
isn't that exciting? What is this? Master Aquatics Eduardo.
That's
XOXO
Eduardo.
Lori.
Oh, he
Oh
gives
no.
us lots of hugs and kisses. He's always
Uh,
giving us the big XOs.
I
We love Eduardo. He's a character. He's something else. He's the best. Love you, Eduardo. And here comes, and Lee Wilcox came
funny.
in. Mexicali. Let's see.
Lee's here. Oh, nice.
Yes. So glad to see Lee. It makes my heart happy.
I know.
Fanatical.
I know.
Snake. Who else? I missed the nano
Terry's
aquarium guy.
Tropicals. Hello, Terry.
Hey,
Had to drain
yes.
paint move 7 tanks today.
You got
So
your
that'll
day
be
full, don't
okay.
you, Terry?
Really? That'll be good. Nano.
What's the
Nick, my
medical
sugar's
standard?
108. Haven't put my finger in 2 years.
Oh, you
He's
haven't?
got a glucose monitor, Dexcom. No kidding.
Yeah.
He wouldn't
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
doing the little.
Honest to God. So what does that cost? That what's that? $500 a month for that?
Is that the little thing like you hook right here on your abdomen and it like
Oh, I know
monitors
what it is.
and
Yeah,
yeah. I
I've
mean, but
had
that's
friends
what.
who've had it.
Okay.
Huh?
There's Bass Queen. Hey, love. How are you today? And thank you guys for anybody that's come in on my channel.
Yeah,
We're
I'm
still
type
trying to figure
two.
it out.
Yeah.
It's still giving me a copyright strike, so I have to end up like marking it private, but then it doesn't count anymore. I don't know what. I don't see why
Uh,
we can't share when I'm on here at least. Why we can't share that together,
MF,
but
MFG. Laurie is in Baltimore. I should drive over there.
yes, please go see Lori. I think you enjoy
I
it, and
really
she's got the
should.
she's got the
I know
monster
I
fish,
should.
and
I
it's
really
Lori. I
should.
mean, that makes it all
I
worth
know.
it right there. It's Lori.
Yeah,
She's
I
a
know.
star.
Right.
She's one of those kind of She kind of
She's an
stays a
old
little
friend.
low, right?
Yeah,
And
Laurie's
people don't realize how big of a star she is.
Laurie's been around a long time. Long as I have, longer, I guess. We had her up once or twice. You remember? She's
I
very
have lost
quiet.
my audio there for a second.
She's a very quiet
I can't
lady.
hear you. Something's going on with my audio. I'm sorry. Oh, I miss
Oh,
Virginia. When I used to get up every morning, be on time, sit and chat, have fun, and
I
I'm telling you,
know.
this
I know.
Kentucky internet is for the birds.
We keep
Welcome to
messing with it.
Kentucky. Right? Well, they came out what 2 or 3 months ago and installed all the fiber optic
Oh,
and
look,
haven't
there's
done
Trang.
anything with it.
I have a message from Trang Nguyen. Trang NG Nguyen. And she
Okay,
is a gorgeous young woman in her picture, if that's her. You never know, of course. Wearing a
right.
straw hat with a big smile and a pretty round face. And she's saying, "Thank you, Father Fish, your advice to mix the walnut leaves with rotten leaves from a pond or stream is highly appreciated." So I need to respond. Let's
Lucky
see.
dog.
Here we go. And
Let's
invite
see.
her
Yeah.
to please join us on Discord.
Oh, let me see if I
Lots
can
of
post that link.
friends and chatty fish talk. And then I need to get the link, which is where? Right there.
Let's see what I'm trying to do.
And while I'm at it,
Oh,
I'll post it. Invite people. There it is. Copy. Back. Post. And
got it. There
yeah,
you go. You got it. I was trying to put it on there, but I was on the wrong. I was on my channel and trying to get yours.
kindred spirit. Who's that?
That's new. I'm
Oh,
not seeing
Keith.
that one.
Keith is saying, Father Fish, you are a kindred spirit. I've kept aquariums for many years, and I want to truly thank you for educating and enlightening others to recognize and respect inherent ecological processes. Meanwhile,
Absolutely.
there's this other paradigm of over manicured, sanitized aquariums that require constant maintenance and expensive materials. Some may view nature balanced aquariums as dirty and unattractive. But isn't that what we all want? A slice of underwater nature in our home. Nature has it all done for you. Just embrace and harness those processes, and success will happen. And that's from Keith.
Exactly. That's
And I
wonderful.
responded to that. Gift is the opportunity to share nature's secrets. So many people are afraid to do so. They need not be.
Right.
And that was a
And
conversation from a year ago. Amazing. Who
yeah,
else
that's a lot of
here?
things.
Mexicali,
Oh,
Fast
yep.
Queen is
eh,
here.
Vinoski and John S. Blog. So happy to see you guys.
Geo Tank Mates. Hello, hello. Good morning. Great souls. He calls us great
Takes
souls.
one to know one. That's right. All of you guys are just wonderful. I apologize. My internet's kind of lagging. The other day when
Ah,
I
Bass
streamed
Queen.
with,
Here we go. Bass Queen 71. Love
yep.
my inside nature. Now, if that
Mhm.
is not a double entendre, there is no such thing. Love my inside nature, she says. Well, we love your inside nature too, Bass Queen. Absolutely. And ours as well. Mercy. That funny. I think I need to turn my fan on or open my door or something. Oh, getting a little warm in here.
Lee, Lee, yeah, it's getting warm in here too. Oh, chicken of the sea, thank you so much. And is there any way to reduce GH? I'll let the master
Any
talk
way to
about it because
reduce
I mean,
pH?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, there is. Um, do water changes with RO water.
true.
Chicken of the sea, thank you so much. Oh,
So,
that's
what if
it.
you don't have an R? If you
Uh,
don't have an RO unit, if you do not have an RO unit, is it safe to use, say, like distilled water? Just a
same
question. I,
thing.
I was wondering.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. Yeah, but
so
if
you
you
can
go
keep
to the supermarket, most of them have a water machine in the
right
front of the
that you can
store
fill
that
up.
dispenses RO water for I don't know how much it
Okay,
is these days. Used to be a quarter a gallon. That's probably 50 cents, which is still pretty cheap. Check,
gotcha.
see if that's right, but um, typically those machines are made are constructed with an RO unit in them that creates RO water. Not all of them, but all of the ones I've ever heard of do. I know at Publix when I was in Florida, that's what they were. So anyway, yeah, buy RO water, spring water if you have a spring. Now check it to make
Yeah,
sure. I mean, spring water can be anything. It isn't necessarily RO. Rainwater,
right.
which is going to be pretty close, it may be a little acidic, but it'll be okay. Distilled, distilled water, all of those are the same thing. The reverse osmosis water, they're all the same thing. They're all water that essentially has no hardness in it, no
Okay,
dissolved minerals, zero GH.
gotcha.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Lee Will. I see. This looks like Gollum to me. About
Morning,
to
Hippie
ruin your
John.
hobby, interfering all the time.
I mean, if you enjoy spending hours with your hands in the tanks and just stuff going on, then don't listen to
Yeah.
Papa Fish.
Well,
Did you
right
ever?
after I met Lee, golly, how long has it been? 2 years ago at least.
Two? Has it been two or is it going on three?
Maybe
I think
might
I've been
be
around.
3. Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess so. Been a while. Um,
and that's one of the reasons I started watching you because I watched you and Lee and Roxanne, and Roe, and y'all just were everything every morning. I couldn't wait to see you guys. It was
Yeah,
magical.
it was. It was absolutely. I had him put sand on his tank. He already had a
Yeah.
dirty tank, so we just had him cap it. And then he got really angry with me. He said, "Um, every day my joy was going into my tank fixing it,
Yeah.
and now there's nothing to fix, and I'm very upset about it." And I said, "Lee, you have now graduated to the master level. What the master does is meditate upon his creation. So that is what you shall do from now forward. You shall park yourself in front of your tank,
I can see
put a
Father
little
Fish with his
background
staff.
music on,
Ding.
get a libation that's appropriate for the occasion, fold your hands, cross your legs, and meditate on the wonder before you."
Right?
And he began doing it, and it was a revelation. And
Yes,
he became a new man, reborn, a man of
he did.
wonder, a man of
And
wonder
wisdom
and
and
joy
power.
and power.
Yeah.
That's
It's
right.
like Father Fish had his staff and like, I could see the big courtroom, and him kneeling down in front of Father Fish and Father Fish
Thou
dubbing
shalt
him, doom, doom.
be Lee Meredith. I dub thee aquarium watcher.
Right. He's had a great journey though.
Yes, indeed.
He really has.
See, he began as part of his celebration producing musical events for us, which
Yeah.
I played a few of the other day, and managed to get myself um, demonetized for playing something that somebody decided they owned the tune to. Oh well, since then we sort of fixed it, but it blew that one out of the water. Hippie John the Fisherman. Hello,
Hey,
hello,
John.
Hippie John.
Good morning. He was my other camper life buddy, but he's moved on up in the world. Still camper lifing.
Now, Snake said he just bought a nice one for $55. Dad's been in the clean water industry for 40 years. You can get a used RO system. What you want to look for is, if you're really crazy about this and really want to go over the top, look for an old Merlin, Merlin, an old Merlin
Merlin.
system.
Okay.
The old Merlin systems used to cost brand new $200. You get a used
Top of the
one for
line
20,
stuff.
$25, $50, whatever.
Oh, yeah. There you
The
go.
problem is the cartridges are darn
Hmm.
near $200 a pop, and it takes three of them.
Oh, wow.
But
How
they
long do they
will last
last?
you. They will last for years,
Okay.
and they will produce as much RO water as fast as you want it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They are
A Merlin.
absolutely amazing. They can produce hundreds of gallons a day. They're a really now the new ones are now about $2,000.
Oh, yeah.
So they've
Did you have
decided.
that in your shop?
I did. I did.
I
Yeah.
thought so. Okay.
I didn't keep it either. I got rid of it along with everything else.
Yeah.
Nearly
With the
everything else.
with the picture of the landfill with the bulldozer running over it. No,
Oh God.
not that stuff.
I don't know where that is. I need to. That is such a cool. I wonder if I can find it. I think it's under videos. Let me see.
I know I would love to keep Caradina shrimp. And I always talk about Alan Blanchard. Alan too. He used to come help Father Fish, and he might be watching if you are. Good morning, Alan. And Alan, I say Alan, I gotta say Al Wet Socks. But he keeps Caradina, and he's been kind of teaching me along the way about the RO system and stuff. I get like I can't even get my water change finished up here. See that? Because I have to go to my daughter's and get water out of the well. I don't want to use the city water. I would rather go get it. It's so much better.
Oh, here is that it? No, that
Oh,
ain't
wait
it.
a minute. Geotank mates. Hey, good morning, Geotank mates. I have granules for my lawn treatment. Should I? Oh, did you see that, Father Fish? Says I have
No.
humid granules for my lawn treatment. Should I add this to the dirt mixture? Does Father Fish soil additives in a bag already have this in it? So it is humate
It does, but
granules
go
that
ahead
is
and add it.
okay.
It's not going to hurt a thing.
Okay.
I can't find it.
Fanaticals. Says thanks to Father Fish, I'm now able to wipe with dollar bills and not just throw them down the can.
Honest to
That's
God.
rolling. Better than a shower curtain.
Honest to God.
That's great. Fanaticals. Love you. Let's see. Snake. Okay. Snake says I use a Nimbus RO machine personally, but I bought a cheaper one on eBay. I'll be
Oh,
testing the water to see how it performs. Okay. Good to know. Father Fish played the part of man of Lamar. I found a meme of a man with a beard and gray hair, and I've decided it's Father Fish's stunt double. And when I make videos, I'll stick him in the corner. Did you get that one on your email, Father Fish?
what?
I've sent you a little video the other day. The one I put together, that's like the fish talking, and then I put,
No,
there's a
you
better way
played
to
it the
Father Fish
other
way.
day.
I think I sent it on your email. I might be wrong, but I tried to send it to you. I redid it and made it a Father Fish
Yeah,
commercial, is what I
I
did.
can't find. I've gone through some changes recently,
Yeah. I think I
and I
sent it on the fatherfish.fatherfishnet, or your new one, fatherfish.net, or whatever it is.
Foxwell 55555. That's it.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, okay. Well, I sent it to the wrong one then. I
Yeah,
sent
the
it to
other
the
one doesn't
fatherfish.
exist. Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay. Well, that was my bad. I was thinking we were supposed to
Subway.
use that.
Huh? So you're getting free water from Subway. That's pretty cool.
Subway? Well, now that's pretty
That's
good.
Queen. Walk next door to Subway and get water. They have an RO system 7.0.
That's a good job.
That's what that is. Snake.
Done. Now, Snake, there's the link, I guess, to where he got the one he's going to, or they're going to try out.
Oh, I got this other filter that does 9.0 pH, which I have not hooked up. I need to hook it up. Actually,
Are you?
I should because I can't drink the water here because it stinks.
Oh gosh, that's like it smells like pool water or something. I don't know.
It's
It's
like
awful.
swamp water. Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, swamp water, swamp butt.
I need to hook that filter up so I can use it. I gotta find it.
But now I did find out that my neighbors right next door, I've been feeding, that's where all the feral cats came from. Well, he and I finally hooked up together. We're getting food and we're feeding them and trying to keep them over in his area because nobody lives at that trailer. Well, anyway, long story short, I didn't realize he has a well. It's right in front. I wondered what that was in front of his house. It was a big
Ah,
concrete well box. So now I don't have to go to my daughter's. I'm going to just sneak over. No, I'm not going to sneak. I'm going to tell him. But go
you
over
hook
there
a
and fill
hose
up my
up.
water
You
jug.
can have
Yeah.
an outdoor faucet. Just hook a hose
Yes.
up to it.
And I didn't know it till he was telling me about feeding the cats. And he was like, he went and got one of those heated water bowls for pets. So, it wouldn't freeze. And he said something about filling up with that hose and said, now it's a well, make sure it does this and that so it doesn't freeze. And I was like, oh, you got a well? I'm in business again.
That's
Excuse me.
good.
Let's see. I was trying to find.
Huh.
Oh yeah. And today, well, no, not today. Tomorrow on Roxanne's channel, we're going to have we're going to pre-record it today and play it tomorrow night and do like a premiere. So Hope
Oh,
you're there,
nice.
Father Fish, and everyone.
Nice.
And Jimmy P, poor Jimmy. Saturday, the stream, I just talked over him the whole time because my internet is horrible, and I apologize. Let's see what? I was reading some of these comments. There's that.
I don't know where I put it. I can't find it.
Let's see. I was trying to find to see if I could find it. And I made it short enough and I didn't put any music on it so it wouldn't give a copyright strike.
Yeah, I moved it. I had it in a file along with pictures, and I moved all of the videos out of that file, and I can't figure out where I put them. The Lord knows. I don't know. It's gone. I'll find it. It'll come up
Okay.
again.
Oh
Eventually,
yeah.
it'll turn up.
Maybe it's
Video.
not.
Huh.
Yeah, it's time for me to stop getting on the TikTok and get back on my channel over here and get it back together.
Yeah,
Be
TikTok is
myself.
going to be no more pretty quick
Right.
here.
But no, I think what it is when you're busy and you don't have anything and you want to just put something out, you can just take a picture and put some music to it. And they got those crazy filters. I know, it's the Chinese just, well, not that. Sorry, I was going to say something I shouldn't. Never mind. It's just fun. Let's leave it at that.
Really.
Uh,
Uh,
I was seeing if I could find what I sent you, but I think it didn't. Like you said, it didn't go through. I sent it to the wrong one. I made one for Liquid Zoo. I made
Reddit
one
picture,
for
yeah. Chicken of the
yeah.
Sea wants to know if he can use Reddit. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah,
done that
it'll be
before.
okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's adequate.
Mhm.
You really do not need RO water for your fish tank. In fact, it's not desirable
Yeah.
because in that it does not have any hardness, it will not maintain a stable pH.
Yeah.
So you're going to wind up with a pH of 5.0 and fish struggling and suffering. So you really don't want to use RO water. You want to use hard alkaline water. If you have it, you can dilute it with RO if you want to,
Yeah.
get the hardness down some, but you need carbonates. It's not the hardness so much, it's the carbonates. That's what holds the pH stable. But there's really no such water as excuse me, soft water with high carbonates. You would have to manufacture that. You'd have to simply create it by infusing carbonate, which is calcium,
Yeah.
which you can
Oh,
get in bone meal.
yes.
So bone meal gives you carbonates, which will hold the pH stable.
And then also like your eggshell or
Yeah,
any
but
kind.
that
Well, you
takes
can calcium.
forever.
Yeah.
That takes
Right. But bone
forever
meal's
to
the best.
dissolve. It doesn't happen quickly. If you
Okay.
smash them, powder them, if you powder the eggshells, it'll dissolve more quickly, but it still needs to dissolve.
Yeah.
What water parameters do I recommend? 7.5 with a GH of between 75 and 150. 7.5 pH, so you've got some carbonates and you've got some water hardness. Now, as that evaporates and you replace it with more of the same, that's a fairly typical, oh, excuse me, fairly typical municipal water parameter.
Yeah.
7.5 pH with between 75 and 150 GH. The 7.5 is going to give you, I don't know what the KH will be, probably 7 to 8. I don't know. Um, but anyway, that's what I've had in virtually everywhere. Now, in my current iteration, I don't have that. I have a very low pH, which means no carbonates, but the GH is high enough that it kicks in. And so a low pH of 6.0 over a period of months will become a pH of 8.0, which I've never experienced before. That's something very different, which I was not expecting. As I set these tanks up, they had 6.0 pH. I check them 3 months later and they're 8.0.
Yeah.
So figure that one out. That means it's getting dissolved carbonates out of the substrate, presumably, which I'm
Yeah.
sure is true. I use I used a sand, a concrete sand, which is not at all like pool filter sand. It's a completely different consistency. It's more like mud. It's kind of it creates a viscosity.
A slurry, as they say,
Yeah,
like a
exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
It creates a kind of a soft substrate that's almost muddy.
Yeah.
Um, which I've just kind of been getting used to. But I think what I'm going to do is cap it all with pool filter sand.
Hmm.
The problem is that the only source there is a mine near me. I need to go to. I need to find it. My brother knows where it is, and buy a yard of sand or a half a yard of sand from them
Yeah.
and
Now, Father
use
Fish
that.
told me this one that Hippie
But
John just said, using concrete sand. You told me that one was another one that people don't
yeah,
think about.
it's very different though. It's not at all
Yep.
the same kind of product. It creates almost the slurry in the
Yeah.
bottom of the tank. It's not a hard pack. It's a very soft
Yeah.
pack, which I guess
Mm,
is good for the plants
right.
because they can get into it easily. But
Muck.
I think it contains a lot more mineral content that
Right.
that gets into the water. That's been my
That's like
experience with it.
well, that black diamond, but it doesn't change the water parameters. I don't think. Never has for me.
Yeah,
See, I
this
was
does.
reading Lee's. Oh, there we go. Let me get back to that. I'm sitting here looking at mine right now, and my tank has not been touched. This tank hasn't had a water change, anything. I mean, like, seriously. Except for the other day when I cleaned all the plants out of it. And I did top it off.
Where
I
was
have
that?
no nitrites or no
Where
nitrates.
was that? Where
Oh,
was that Lee? That Lee
what was it?
comment. The Lee
Oh, here it
comment
is.
that you,
There we go. That one.
yeah. What
These are
is he
perfect,
talking
like
about?
serious. I'm not, let's see. Oh, him
What is
fanaticals were talking
fanatical
about something.
saying?
Let's see, fanaticals, let's see.
I throw people out of here for less. What's fanatical talking about that he's
I was
confused about?
looking, Tut Tut Lee Wilcox. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was just like I said, I was sitting here checking mine, and with this deep substrate, not touching it, one sponge filter running, you know, nitrates are zero, nitrites are zero. Hardness went purple real quick. So it's like 300. KH,
Um,
about 120. pH, my pH is about 7.6 to 8.0, and chlorine zero. So there you go. Father Fish Aquarium sitting here doing nothing. And it's whoops that way. Like I don't do
oh
nothing
well.
to it.
Snake says, how do you separate baby brine from the brine? A tiny net. They die from me if I do that. Well, they're not going to
Yeah.
live long. Um, what you want to do, yeah, tiny net. Um, a, a, a silk handkerchief works. You want a
Yeah.
very fine mesh.
Yeah. Well,
Silk is a very fine mesh, and it'll filter
here's a
them
good
out.
one
So,
too. Like this. This is another one. This was my microphone in my last video. It's still full of duckweed, but see, it's got that little real fine mesh.
yeah.
That would be perfect to duck
Uh,
brine shrimp through.
now,
That's a
what you
neat
want
little
to
net.
do is put a light right alongside the container that has brine shrimp hatching. Take the air stone out so the water's not moving. Put a light alongside it. The baby brine will go to the light. Then you can use a little air hose and siphon them out into a jar or something or into this net. You can keep them in the refrigerator in brine in some of the salt water, and they'll keep for a few days alive. If you feed them, they're going to die within a matter of a day or so, a few hours, but they'll be eaten up by then anyway.
Yeah. I'm sorry. This little guy brings me so much joy. This little teeny tiny, I don't know if I can get him on camera. Musk turtle. I don't think I can. He's right there in the
A
corner.
little
No, it
musk.
won't show it.
Oh,
Can you
there.
see him? He gave me. Oh,
No,
he's eating his breakfast. Oh, I can't get him on there. Oh, sorry. Well, I cut myself off. Dadgummit. Never fails. Oh, he's so precious. Dadgum.
oh,
Oh, you're still there. I can hear you. I just don't know where I went. Can you still see me? Oh my gosh, this little turtle is so cute, Father Fish. I can't. I mean, I really can't stand it. He's
I've
like,
had them. Yeah, they are. They're really
oh,
neat. The
oh my
baby,
gosh, she's
the baby musk turtles are like dime size.
yes. I was gonna say
They're
like a
really
dime,
tiny,
teeny,
and
and you
they're
can't.
and they're very slow growing, and they're really cute. They're also aggressive, but at that size, they can't do much damage. Used to use the turkey syringe and then squirt them through the net. That works. That's fine. It's a little quicker. Sea monkeys. Yeah, arthropods. Yeah, that's true. They were sea monkeys. So the trick with that was to set up an outdoor tray that the rain could not wash out, but the sun could heat up so it would create algae. And you can get them to mature in there and be able to have a ready supply so long as you don't use a lot of them. There she is. Mary is back.
Never fails.
There you are.
Never fails. Trying to show that little cute turtle off, and I cut myself off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, Mary, it's
Oh, it's
10
time.
o'clock. We've
Yes,
been
sir.
here for an hour
It's time.
doing nothing of any significance other than
Right.
being chatty and having fun. with
Well, we got
friends.
some. We got to. That's right. Oh yes, Snake Plissken, doing a brine shrimp tank, and it's kind of. How long do brine shrimp live? Like if you like put them in an actual environment
Well,
they can live in, say a little
you can
saltwater
get
tank.
them to mature and breed, so you can have
Uh huh.
generations of them. It's a matter of
Okay.
culturing them.
Kind of
You
like
get a
how.
culture, and to do that, you need sunlight in order to create the
Yes.
kind of algae that they're going to feed on. Anything else fouls the water, so you really
I
need
think it was
sunlight.
Science Gal. Science Gal. She did one. She did a video I think last year where she created a brine shrimp tank, and I think it's summertime. She put it outside with the sun and everything, but she
Yeah,
had success with it for a while.
it ain't permanent, but you
How
can
can
keep
you
it
be?
going for a good while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Golly, men be good. Okay, guys. Well, I got to go to work, and thank you for letting me hang out with you. And hopefully, see you over on Foxy's Fishes tomorrow night for the Hot Mess Express. Please come in for the Thanksgiving special if you want to hang out with some family. And hope y'all have a good meal.
Take care,
And
everybody.
hopefully,
God
be back
bless.
with Jimmy P
Right.
too. Love y'all.
Bye for
Hey,
now.
Fish and Shrimp by Rich. Isabel.